I know when I go out there that I am not the best naturally talented player on the field. But for me, I want to go up against those guys who played in the pros, just to see if I can hang with them. It's fun for me. That's look, none of us are going to the major leagues, but let's go out there and have some fun. Let's challenge ourselves. Let's try and make ourselves better. And I see the same way as when the team is struggling. Is when the team is struggling, I see that as my role. I didn't when I was younger, but now that I've kind of taken a more central role, and I see it as my duty of like, okay, it's my job if the team is struggling for me to try and put them on my back as much as I possibly can, whether it's making, if I can't do it at the plate, take away an out in center field, um, maybe steal an extra base if I'm on the base paths, just find a way to contribute to help the team win. And then also on the sidelines, is try and help the other guys on the team get better as well. There was a new guy who just joined the team this year. He actually saw me at one of my shows, said he wanted to play baseball too, and I was like, all right, well, come down to the batting cages with me. So we went to the batting cages in a couple weeks later, and I looked at him like, okay, you very clearly have not played since high school. But you're 27, you're young, your swing looks good. And so he and I spent the entire winter working together of getting him ready to play baseball. And I'm happy to do that with anyone who wants to show up. We had another guy who he came in kind of halfway through our winter workouts, and I said, you're not at the level that we're at right now. Because we at that point we had worked up to we were hitting off the machine at speed. And I said, so what I'll do is you and I do a one-on-one session where we really work on your swing, get you to the point where you can finally, you can hit the ball a little bit more confidently. So that's kind of my thing is I want to help the team be better, and I want to make sure that I'm playing at the highest level that I possibly can. I've had years where that didn't work out. I've had some injuries the last couple of years. But I know that if I put in the work that I can still contribute, at around a 350 batting average pace. And I still want to put on 10 pounds of muscle, be in the shape I was in 2020, have a full season to try and break the single season home run record. I mean, I was too short of tying it that season in half a season. I'm like, man, if we just had a full season that year, I could have made a real run for it. But I mean, no, in reality, I would like to keep playing as long as I feel like it's safe. My big concern is so now that I've left the radio and I've gone into circus performing full time, is if I get injured, I'm out of a job. I can't make a living. And so in the last 3 years, I've had shoulder surgery on my left shoulder. I broke my thumb playing in a Halloween tournament, the Field of Screams tournament. Um, so I've had two pretty bad injuries over the last 3 years. This season so far, perfectly healthy. I'm feeling good. But it's something that lives in the back of my mind, which is honestly, if there's one more big injury, I probably have to call it a career. I really want to keep playing. I love playing. I'm out here in Colorado right now for 2 months. I've been able to fly back and forth and make a couple of my games. But I put myself into the player pool in like the Denver MABL of being like, hey, I'm in town for 9 weeks. Who wants me to play? I can play. I swear. No one reached out. Or one person texted me, but it was for the weekend league, which I can't play in. I can only play in the weeknight league. But I would love to keep playing. I love the game. I have baseball bats with me here. I've been going to the batting cages out here. Um, I'm ready. Put me in, coach. But I think at the very least, I would like to keep playing until I make it to the 38s, because I would like to do at least 1 year of the 38s with the Dodgers in that league, because they run a 38 team. They play during the weeknights, which means I can actually make most of the games. And I would love to get another full season in.